Have you ever wondered exactly what it is that makes women decide that you are not Pound Town worthy? Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And today I'm going to tell you the 6 things that ruin your chances of charging into the bedroom with the women you want. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with you looking like Brad Pitt or Timothy Chalamet. Because while you men see women as sexually viable or not, we women don't judge y'all that way. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to find out exactly what gets us going when it comes to going to the bedroom or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so I've done a video on what makes us look at you like you are Pound Town worthy. And today I'm going to talk to you about the 6 things that say to us that we should absolutely not get naked with you. Now, because there's 6 of these, I'm going to get right fucking to it. Let's start with number 1, which is overly agreeing with everything. I'll tell you right now, there is nothing that would dry up my puss more than you agreeing with every fucking thing I say. Oh, you want to go there? I want to go there. Oh, you think that's a good movie? I also think that's a good movie. Oh, you didn't like that waitress? I didn't like her either. Like, have a fucking spine. I don't want to fuck someone who's me. I do that just fine already. We come to you for the passion, the tension, the discrepancy between me being a woman and you being a man. And if you're sitting here being a yes man to me over and over and over again, that is not a man to me. That is a really supportive girlfriend. Now, do you want to be a really supportive girlfriend, or do you want to be a man who pounds me the fuck out? Obviously, I am using me as the example, but we're talking about all women here. No woman wants to just have her man avoid all disagreements whatsoever. This means have your own opinions, have your own thoughts. Tell me what's really going on for you. Tell me where you want to go to dinner. Don't just wait for me to say that I'd like to go out. Too many of you are like, oh, whatever you want to do, whenever you're free. Like, get the fuck out of here. Tell me where we're going. Tell me when we're going. And I will be going with you to bed. The second trait is what I like to call the latch and leech. This is you trying to get her to give you the topic to talk about. What do you like to do for fun? Oh, friends. I like friends too. Like, I was calling it the Me Too, but my clients were like, Jessica, I don't Me Too. But what I mean when I say is you use us to give you something to work with. You use us to lead this interaction. You latch onto whatever we've got going on to try to say something about yourself. Whether it's, oh yeah, I also like music. I had a client that this is what he did. He would just ask question after question after question until the girl said something that he could use. Every now and then he got lucky because she would say something early enough in the conversation that he could latch onto. But how do you think we're gonna feel when you latch onto us and leech off of us? Exactly, we're gonna feel the weight of carrying this interaction and this dynamic. And how turned on do you think I'm gonna be if I have to carry you on my back to the bedroom? Exactly, by the time we get up there, I'm gonna be really fucking tired and I'm not gonna want your peen anywhere near my vagina. Also, when you act like you're intruding by talking to her or waiting for an in, like, again, that's not a man who leads us into bed, which is what we all fantasize about. I'm telling you right now, no woman is gonna want to sleep with you if you're waiting around for permission to talk and waiting around for something good to talk about. Instead, give us who you are. Don't wait for me to give you something to talk about. We feel the weight of that. So instead of, what do you like to do for fun? Give me, oh my God, I was just walking in here and I saw like 12 dudes dancing in a circle and girls tried to dance with them and they like told them to get away. But I don't even think they were gay. What would you do if those men wouldn't let you in the dance circle? Again, give us your personal experience. I can't say it enough. I'm fucking tired of saying it. But if you just discovered my channel now, I always say, speak from your brain, your body. Give us you first. Say something about you first, then engage her. That is what it means to lead. And when you can lead in the conversation, in the interaction, you're essentially leading the dynamic. And when you have control of that dynamic through leading this conversation, you can have control over where it goes. And if you want to take me to Pound Town, you can. And if you don't want to, you can pass on me. And that'll be your control in this entire dance of seduction. Make sense? Okay, number 3 is where you're over giving or overly available. So again, depending on how long you have been with me, you may have heard me talk about the the love bucket, where if you and I are now engaged in a dynamic, let's say we have a bucket between us where we're both meant to put 50% each into the bucket. However, what do you think is going to happen if you now give 60% into the bucket? Exactly. Simple math would tell you that I can now only give 40% into the bucket. You giving 60% might mean maybe you're always the one who starts the conversation. Maybe you're talking a lot about yourself and you haven't once asked me anything about me. Maybe you're always available and I'm the one who's always busy. This is what it means to give more into that love bucket. However, if you're giving more, I naturally can only give less, right? Simple math. And how badly do you think I'm gonna want to sleep with a dude that I am not putting in that much effort for? Exactly. We women, we don't want an easy man either. We don't want you to be fucking easy. No woman wants to sleep with her lapdog. And if she does, that is not a woman you would want to sleep with. So again, pull back a little bit. Give us the opportunity to chase you. Give us the opportunity to reach out to you first. Again, by cognitive dissonance, if we women are subconsciously or inadvertently forced to engage as much as you, or if, you give us the space to engage and put in as much effort as you, again, through cognitive dissonance, these actions will then convince our brains that we are putting in this much effort because we want you just as much. So again, take a step back, take a fucking step back, and let us be in the love bucket with you, which will hopefully lead to Pound Town with us. Okay, number 4, good God, I'm happy to tell you guys this, but also not, because every woman complains about this. However, I'm going to tell you why this is Pound Town worthy. So, you not paying attention or listening is going to make us not want to fuck you. Here's the thing. Sex is very vulnerable for us. At the end of the day, we women have this inherent fear of taking our clothes off and becoming vulnerable and susceptible to death when it comes to you men. That's just how we're built. We don't necessarily have muscles that could choke you out if we need it to happen. And every woman has this very unconscious understanding that heightened testosterone can either mean sex or rage with y'all. So, with that said, we need to trust you. We need to feel safe with you. That is a very basic need for all women across the board when it comes to coming with you. So, if all you did was just pay attention to us and just listen to us and make us feel like you're paying attention and making us feel like you're listening, that's gonna make us feel like, okay, this guy actually cares about me and I will feel okay going to bed with someone who cares about me. But if you're like the 3 clients I'm thinking about who never shut the fuck up, always cut the women off when they're talking, always talk over them, always interrupt them, barely ask the women about them, barely notice that the girls are trying to get a word in, how much do you think women are going to want to fuck them? They're just not. Because again, it's just going back to the basic primal need of needing to feel safe and needing to feel cared about. And you not listening and paying attention is the fastest way to make us feel like you don't care about us. Therefore, lady boner gone. I'm telling you right now, it can be as simple as you just parroting back everything she's saying. When I tell clients to do this, they're like, I can't do that. She'll know what I'm doing. Yeah, she'll know that you're listening and it will feel incredible. And every time I give this directive, they're always so blown away that it actually worked. So take it from me, acknowledge every single thing that she says to you. It could do you no wrong. Because if you don't listen and you don't pay attention, we're not going to want to pay attention to your peen later in Pound Town. Okay, number 5, getting sexual before there's a connection. So there's this thing with women, it's like nothing is scarier than a penis we don't want. I'll tell you right now, nothing really scares me more than a man who gets sexual with me or speaks sexual or tries to speak romantic before there's any sort of connection. It really freaks me the fuck out. I remember one time I was on an excursion. I forget which country I was in. It was just me and the tour guide. And we're shooting the shit, talking about things, and very randomly he talks about what he likes in bed. And I promise you, we were not speaking about our personal lives. We were not speaking about our current romantic statuses. And I remember feeling so scared in that moment because I'm alone with this man in a jungle uncle. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna murder me. I remember genuinely being terrified for my life. Because here's the thing. If you and I don't have a connection yet, to me, I'm going to feel like you are looking at me like a sexual object. And nothing makes women feel more put off than being objectified by men. And I'll tell you right now, that is probably why you inherently do not ever want to get sexual or romantic or flirty with women, because you instinctively know that you're not creating connections. So I'll tell you right now, just create a connection first. You got to make a connection, you got to make us laugh, and then you move things forward. And it can be as simple as planting that seed of togetherness, planting that us in the mix. Because you're right, you shouldn't be moving things forward if you're not connected. But do you even know how to connect? And without that connection, don't even fucking do it. You will just scare us. I'm telling you right now. Which then brings me to the last thing that will turn us off is if there is a connection and you're not moving things forward. I can't tell you how many times I've talked to dudes. We're talking. We're laughing. And he never, ever tries to take me in his arms and smooch me right then and there. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck him. Fuck him for leading me on. We women, we just get very embarrassed. We're like, oh my God, I took things the wrong way. I can't believe I did that. Wow, I'm such a loser. Let me save face by running away from him. Because we want you to want us. If there is a connection and we're laughing, where else should we be going from here? This is why it's so easy for women to fall for men in the workplace, is because we can naturally get to know each other just from spending enough time with one another. And eventually we could probably share some laughs over some shared experiences at the workplace. And then it is very easy for women to then fall for you at the workplace. That's a whole other story. I remember doing videos on this like 10 years ago, but essentially, if you're not making a move on me after you make me feel so close and connected and silly and giggly, I'm gonna really fucking hate you and never want to fuck you. Okay, so take it from me. There are an array of things that will make us not want to sleep with you. However, we want it. Please believe we want to go to bed with you. Especially if, like I said, there is a connection between us and you're making me feel good enough. You're making me feel safe. You're paying attention to me and shit. And I teach all of this in my Speak to Spark Arousal program, which is just 3 steps, which you probably already committed to memory based on how much I talk about it, which is create that connection, make her laugh, move things forward. I always say me, you, us. Me, you, us. I teach you exactly how to make it happen in Speak to Spark Arousal at speaktosparkarousal.com. Check it out now if you know that your interactions aren't feeling as charged with as much chemistry as you want, because it is about you getting what you want out of this. You deserve to feel like you want to bang the shit out of a chick and get a sense that maybe she wants to bang the shit out of you too. But again, it's that much more reinforcing when you can see that we're right on board with you. So again, Speak to Spark Arousal at speaktosparkarousal.com. Be mindful of these 6 things. Let me go over them again. Overly agreeing. Don't be a yes man. Being a latch and leech. Don't make me lead. Overly giving. Give me some space to be equal parts in the love bucket. Number 4, not paying attention. But just listen. Just listen. Just repeat back everything I say, for fuck's sake, if you know you're not the best listener. Yeah, I'm talking about you with the ADHD. Number 5, getting sexual before we've even got a connection. Please don't do it. Keep your peen in the pants before the connect. And number 5, if there is a connect, you best believe I want that peen. We all do. Alrighty? Don't be shy with it. We do want it, but not before the connection and the laughs, which you can find out how to do step by step in Speak to Spark Arousal. So those are the 6 things to be mindful of when it comes to moving things forward with the women you want. And thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.